We're in Bonney Lake today in the community of Tehaleh. This community is practically a city, and you're going to want to find out all there is to know about it.
You're going to want to start with a cup of coffee at Cafe D'Arte. They have a blend called the Meaning of Life. So if you're just struggling with a little bit or want a little bit more meaning in your life to go with your home or whatever it might be, it's a great place to start.
Let's start with coffee is always the best, so I'm glad they provided that for us. Here we go.
All right.
So people in this neighborhood have a lot to say about living here. They absolutely love it. When you're talking to people about living in Tehaleh, one of the things that comes up usually right at the beginning is the opportunity to live somewhere beautiful.
Yep.
The mountain is enormous, like this big when you're there.
Right behind it, unless it erupts, and then you're going to be first on the ones to go down. I'm just throwing that out there.
But you won't know because you're so close.
It's so close, it happens so quickly.
But it's so beautiful,
Yeah.
so beautiful. So that's just the start of the beauty.
Yeah, the beauty, and then also how they designed the community. The streets are really done, I want to say, quintessentially perfect. They're tree lined, obviously, and it's got parks, and it's got trails, and it's got...
Let's talk about those parks and trails
Yeah.
just for a second. We're going to talk a lot about them in a minute, but there's 14 parks in this neighborhood.
14 parks.
And another one coming, and there are 40 miles of trails.
And they're going to develop those 40 miles into 90 miles. It's going to, like little bunnies, they're going to have extra trails. Okay, that's probably not how that works.
Multiply trails.
Multiply trails. But you'll end up with 90 miles of trails. So, like, I mean, you could do a couple marathons, like right now, and then you could do 4. You could be like a forever runner person that runs like 100 miles.
Exactly.
And never really leave your house.
If you love to be outside, love to go on hikes, but you just don't like the inconvenience of actually having to drive there every day, walk out your door, and you can just get outside. That is definitely one of the number one reasons why people say that they love living there.
They love it. And then also it's just because it's been so well planned out, the interconnectedness of communities from the main hub where they have restaurants. You know, people love how the community is so connected to one another. It's so designed out well that they just have this overarching, like, hey, this is a community and we're all part of it together, which is really a powerful feeling.
They share the same values. Obviously, people have differences, but they're moving to this community because they want the outdoor beauty, they want the safety, they want the connection with people. And so people having those same values and then they're all working towards the same thing, it's pretty incredible.
It really is amazing. It really is amazing.
So the other reason why this neighborhood is so compelling to people is that it's located in a very convenient location. So if you do a lot of traveling, you're pretty close to the airport without even feeling like you're near it at all. So 35 to 40 minutes away. You're really close to outdoors, so you get out of the trails in your neighborhood. You can get to many trails that are really big, waterfalls, all that kind of stuff in like 35 to 40 minutes. And then obviously it's convenient to the town of Bonney Lake, which it's part of, and that has every amenity possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so where is Tehaleh located? It is located in the city of Bonney Lake. And as you can see on this map, Bonney Lake is in Pierce County, outside of the Tacoma Puyallup area, right over in here. And look at all the green around you. That's what you can tell you are definitely in the green space.
You're in Tehaleh land.
That's right. Let's answer all the questions you probably have about living in this area. And one of the questions you probably have is, tell me more about that outdoor space, because that sounds pretty incredible.
Totally.
So 40 miles of trails. So you're going to get out and you're going to explore one area one day and explore another area another day. And it's going to be pretty much, I wouldn't say it's completely eternal, but once they add the extra 90, when it ends up being 90 miles, it's incredible. And it's beautiful. We've walked the trails and they're maintained really well.
Very well.
And so you're going to just get out there with your friends and family and your dog and really have a great time. And then you're going to be able to stop at parks. There are 14 parks.
14 parks.
That is a lot of parks.
And they're all a little bit different.
Yeah.
And what's really kind of cool, one of them, I was just imagining if I had little kids and they're it's like safety nets around them as they're climbing through a jungle gym type of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, holy smokes, that's such a great idea. When our kids, like, you know, we just throw them off the top of buildings. Not really, but that one was such a great. Yeah,
I wanted to climb through it.
Yeah, I thought about climbing through it,
but it was raining.
It was raining,
I didn't.
So
but there are, like Joe said, each park is different. And they've got, some of them are just for, sitting and being peaceful by the water. Some of them are for playing with the kids.
Yep.
And then Discovery Park is the biggest one. And Discovery Park actually has a big clubhouse that you can rent for your events. And then they have, we'll talk about events in a little bit, but there's a ton of master planned events for the community. So overall, if you want to be outside, this is the place that you want to be and explore.
Absolutely. So what do we mean by when we say a master plan? Well, kind of first is that right now it's 12 years into a 25-year plan. They have thought about this for quite a while and have been working on it. So you have homes right now, and they're going to scale out to about 30,000 people that'll be living in this community.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that they can think that far into advance and also plan that far in advance. And it makes a difference because when you feel it, you feel like somebody did a really good job planning this out.
Yeah, kind of shockingly so.
Yeah.
I was so impressed. So with all that hiking and walking around and going to the park, you're probably going to say to yourself, I'm getting hungry, so what do I do? Well, good news. There's a couple different ways currently that you could have a meal. So one of the places you could go currently is at the Post. Like we mentioned, there's more things coming, but the Post is a place where you can grab a cup of coffee, grab a snack, sit around with friends, have a good time being together in community. So that's one. So another restaurant in the community is the Mantle, and it's a membership only, and it's got a really great food, it's got a really great atmosphere, so you'll want to look into that as well. And in the future that they're already planning, because I know young families, sometimes you need a quick bite. They've got Wendy's coming down the line. And then because of where you're located in Bonney Lake, there are all the restaurants in the Bonney Lake area. And in the Bonney Lake area, obviously it's got all the chains, it's got all the things that you would naturally be used to in any type of community like this.
Red Robin, Hops and Drops, Crumble Cookies, which if you need a giant cookie or a dozen of them, then that's the place to go.
And you could just right there. Well, I'm stuck on cookies. I just like those. There's nothing. Who else cares? Cookies. We're set.
Glow Martini Lounge is there. It's a really cool place as well.
So cookies and martinis.
Cookies and martinis.
Yeah.
Cookie, or a cookie martini.
Yeah, there we go.
You probably have that.
I have no doubt.
So lots of great places inside Tehaleh and outside.
And just right
Tehaleh.
outside community located. So I was recently showing clients homes in this area, and the question that came up there, what about shopping? Well, good news. If you need Costco, and if you ever go to Target, and if you ever, I need to buy new paint from Lowe's, or if you have to actually have groceries from a Safeway, we've got all of those really nearby in Bonney Lake.
Yeah, everything is there. So you don't have to worry about going anywhere at all. Just
no shopping worries.
So let's talk about schools. That is a big question for people with little kids. And Tehaleh is a unique community in that there are 2 school districts. And you can take a look at this map and you can see where the line is. And one of them is the Sumner Bonney Lake School District, and the other one is the Ording School District. And there are differences there. So this is something you're going to want to consider when you are looking at homes. The Ording School District is quite a drive for those little kiddos actually on the bus ride. And it's a smaller school district. So you may prefer a smaller school district, but that drive actually, some people, they don't like that at all. So take a look at that. Of course, the Sumner Bonney Lake School District is fantastic. They're both great schools, but always when you're looking in the area, do your research on the schools. All right, so events. This place is full of events. They have somebody whose job it is to create them and do a really good job. So you've got summer events, so movies in the park, concerts in the park, every single holiday, down to St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day has an event. Some of them are kid focused, some of them are family focused, some of them are everybody focused, but you're definitely going to want to look at the calendar schedule, because if you want to be out and about and you don't want to have to think of what should we do this weekend, they've got something going on for you.
They've thought about it for you.
All the time.
So because it's a part of a community, there are clubs for all kinds of interests. So from bunco to food to hiking to whatever you could imagine, book clubs, all of those exist within the community, which is fantastic. So if you're looking for that type of neighborhood and that type of environment where you really have an opportunity to truly get to know your neighbors, this is a great place for you to consider.
And these are all initiated by people who live there. So if you want to start a different kind of club, they welcome that. They want people to connect, and they want you to find a place that's just for you. So club it up.
Club it!
So one other thing that's really unique about this community is they have particular neighborhoods inside the community that are 55 plus communities. And they're not like they're completely separate somewhere else.
Yeah.
They're right smack dab
Fully integrated
in the middle, which is really cool. They have their own amenities, which is great. Actually, the restaurant, the Mantle, is right there in their community, but they have a whole clubhouse that has all kinds of things going on. And pickleball is huge in that community.
Absolutely.
We were there on a rainy day and that didn't matter. It was
didn't stop
packed
people.
with people. So there are actually two different ones. There is the first one, Trilogy, that has been built and it's completely filled in, but they're building a new one, Verterra, and that one is not going to have the same clubhouse. It's a different community, smaller community, but it's a great place for if you are feeling like, I'd like to be in that community, but I don't want to be completely removed from everybody else.
Yeah. Say you have elderly parents and you want them to live in the neighborhood too, but they want to be in a place where it's just them and a little bit quieter, maybe without some of the kids running around, then this is that perfect middle ground for both of you. You have a place, they have a place, you're really close, but also a little bit separate. It just is so well designed.
Yeah. For sure. All right, so let's take a look at some of the homes that you can buy in Tehaleh. Currently, there are 20 homes available that are not 55 plus homes. And you can see that there's a price range starting at $547 and going up to $1.2 million. And some of these are new construction, some of these have already been lived in. So let's jump in and show you what you can get. All right, the first one is going to be on the lower end. So $564,000, about 1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and this one is new construction.
Yeah, so let's jump in and take a look at what's being built. All right, so here's the outside of it. It's really cute.
Little two-story.
Little cute two-story. It's got great space as you enter in. I mean, like it's all brand new, so you get all of the upgraded modern amenities. So that's really fantastic. All looks
perfect when you move in. That's the good thing about a new construction house.
Absolutely. Space, washer and dryer, tall ceilings over this. Yeah, these are really well built, really planned through. Get the most natural light, even if it's on maybe a smaller square foot, but because they had to design it, those tall ceilings are going to make it feel huge. All of your great features.
Yep, it's great. It's a good one to start with. All right, this one is in the $600,000 price range, a little bigger, 2,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, another new construction one. And here we go.
This is it. So this is brand new construction. So you're going to look at the floor plan here, get a feel for what it looks like, because a lot of these, if you get in early enough in the process that some of these finishes, you can have choices in that, which is really great. So, how paint colors and options of what it's going to look like and how you'd like it to be.
Do some upgrades if you want to.
Little upgrades along the way. Absolutely. Look at that.
Cute. Lots of counter space.
Loving it.
Like that. So in the $600,000 price range, you get all the stuff you need.
Yeah. All right. So here's that next notch up in price point, and what you're going to find is not all of them, but this one, 3-car garage. So if you've got a lot of toys and you like to shove them in the garage and actually have space to park your car inside as well, you're going to have some options now.
And you've got more square footage in this one too. 3,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 2.75 baths. So this is great.
Yeah, this was really great.
Let's take a look inside.
Let's do it. Look at that.
This one is not new construction, but they're not old
they're
in this
not
neighborhood.
Old. None of them feel like I do when I wake up in the morning. Creaky and snap, crackle, pop. This is really great. Open kitchen, lots of space, big counter, big island. I love it. This is one you can find yourself living in.
That's a big room.
It has really nice size spaces. Yeah, really nice size spaces.
Here's your master bath. All the things that everybody wants. Bonus room,
closet space.
You got 5 bedrooms and a bonus room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space in this house.
Yep, that's right. If your puppy dog needs its own room, it's got it. So you've got options for everyone. That does have a yard right there. It's a little bit smaller lot size, but nonetheless, low maintenance, all of the things. So we're going to jump up again to the next size home and the next price point.
So we're at $890,000. This one is 3,700 square feet, 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths, and this is going to be fun.
This has got so many wonderful features. Like your entry space is just really grand. Your floors are just, really beautiful how this is laid out. And honestly, the builder in this, they've laid these homes out so well. But here you go in the kitchen.
And the fridge. If you have a lot of people to feed, there you go. There's the fridge you need.
Yeah, this is a really beautiful home and how it's laid out. great for entertaining. Yeah,
you can tell this one has a lot of upgrades because you've got the wood that's upgraded, and
built-ins.
A lot of the ceilings are coffered, and
Look,
and that we haven't seen that yet on any of the other homes. So
no, this is great.
Upgrade.
Yep, upgrade. You got your back patio at this price point. Yeah, it's how it was built. This was really indoor, outdoor living space, really designed for entertaining. Wonderful, beautiful home. Yeah.
Big, beautiful primary suite.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's a big, long counter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great space. Got your bonus space.
Big bonus space.
Oh, goodness gracious. Look at that.
Room to roam.
Piano in case you're a budding music star.
Those trade ceilings are all over the place.
I know.
They're
It's
doing
really
a good job.
great. Such a great house.
And then more outdoor space.
Yeah.
It's a much bigger backyard than the last couple that we've looked at.
Yeah,
so
bigger
it's not,
space.
Yeah, you don't have to settle for a small
You
yard.
don't. Yeah, if it's important to you, either way, because some people don't like a lot of maintenance. It's got a little bit more. You know, like at the last house we had saw really small, but this one's got more. So it just depends on how you want to choose to live.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
And
Looks
then
like
it's
the
right by
trails
one of the
behind
trails.
you.
So in this last one we're going to look at here is we're going to go big. So let's kind of get up to the higher price point and what you're getting at the top of the lineup here.
1.2, and this one is on a 1/4 acre lot.
So much bigger lot.
3,800 square feet.
Beautiful big home.
Beautiful, big, sprawling home. And there is the mountain.
You're going to have a view here
right
a little
there.
bit. Not all of them at this price point, but this one's got the view. Just in case you don't know what Mount Rainier looks like, but all of us who live up here, this is, we're always in awe. So this is a nice summer view.
Yes.
Winter, that's going to be just covered in snow.
And some people think that maybe that was photoshopped in because that can't look that big, but it doesn't look that big.
It will shock you how big Mount Rainier actually looks. Yeah, so this has got a lot of upgraded features to it. You're going to tell it's really designed well. To get a little puppy dog thing. There's some extra space of how they're using it for their exercise. And then here's your living space,
Big,
entertaining
grand
space. Really grand indoor, outdoor living space. This is going to be fantastic. This is right off onto that back patio. Here's your kitchen, enormous island for all of your guests and friends. And
Beautiful ceilings.
yeah, oh, look at
It
that.
has more of a classic
It
feel
does.
to it. More
Oh,
mountain
my
shots
gosh.
again.
Yeah.
Whoops,
There's
sorry.
you
There's the
got to go
mountain
back to
again,
this
but let's
because
go back.
this is really cute. This is your outdoor space. I love, you don't see this very often, but I love how they did that outdoor fireplace where you have
Have the
big
view.
view and not blocked off by the fireplace, but still get the fireplace to stay warm on those cool nights.
And with your glass of wine, looking
Glass
at
of
the mountain.
wine, coffee.
A lot of mountain shots in
Lot-
this one. That is definitely a feature of this one.
Because if you live here, like if you can get a view of that,
If you
it's
don't
worth
live
it.
here, this may sound a little weird to you, but people say, is the mountain out today? Hey, the mountain's out
mountain's out today.
Because it's always there, but it's hidden behind the clouds
Yeah.
a lot of days. So it's great. It's
Yeah.
almost like you forget how amazing it is, and then it comes out again, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And all summer long, you're going to be, oh my gosh, because it's always out. So, yeah, the person that took the photos, they understand this. So, yeah, this is gorgeous. Look at that tub.
Get your own sink. Stay
That's
over
right.
There. I got
That's
my
right.
own.
That's right.
Big shower.
Huge shower.
Lots of built-ins. And
Yeah. Great. Look at that laundry
Great
space.
features.
More space
With
for
a wet bar behind it.
entertaining. That could be your TV space as they have it all laid out. It really is fantastic.
And then you have a really big backyard. As we said, it's 1/4 acre. So
More backyard.
beautiful.
Yeah. Everything you could want and then some.
So let's talk about the new construction that's going on there. As we said, they're still going to be expanding for
Another 12 years?
another 12, 13 years. So
Yeah.
right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 builders building in this community. And you can see on the map where they're building at. And each one is going to have a little bit of a different style. So when we drove around, we looked at one style that was very modern looking. One is very cottage looking. One is just very basic and simple. And then they're still building in the 55 plus communities as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of variety if you're looking for something that's still coming.
Yeah, for sure, a lot of variety, and as well as these are really great builders, and so the quality of the home that you're going to be getting is a fantastic home, really well built. All the obviously codes and standards, but having walked through and shown clients homes in this area, they're really just nicely done.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
It's very impressive.
So if you're looking for a place to live that really feels like you can be a part of the community, where people that live there want to be
there.
part of contributing to a better way of life, this is the place for you. This has the beauty and the safety and the convenience and everything that you're looking for in a community.
We're Joe and Charity with the Live Well Home Group, and if you're thinking about buying in Tehaleh or any other area in Washington, we'd love to help you. We've made it easy. Just go ahead and click the link in the description below and jump on our calendars. We can't wait to meet with you.